just about getting ready to go to bed after this one. So we'll see if we can bring it home and do it well. Let's get the pen out. I lost my pen. There we go. All right, so here we are. We are looking for the slope for this question. As we are slope, misspelling the word slope, question mark. And so what we do know is we have 2 points. We have 0, 9 is the first point on the left, and then it goes up and to the right, to 1 and -7. So first thing I want you to see, if we're going as you always, whenever you're looking at a graph, if you're going to the right, right is kind of forward in time. And so as I'm going forward in time, as we're going to the right, it is going up. So let me start. Oh boy, let me look at the camera, make sure that my arm motions are motioning in the correct direction. All right, yep. As we're going like this, it is going upwards. And so the one thing I want us to see is, since we're going in this direction, that our slope is going to be a positive value. Positive. If our slope instead looked like this, I was going to use a red pen to see that it's fake. If it was like this, that would be a negative if it was like this. But it is not, so we don't have to worry about it. All right. That's point number 1 that I wanted to kind of hammer home. Point 2 is to do slope, we find the change in the rise, which is a fancy word to saying how much difference is there between, we'll say, the second y point and where it originally first started, divided by the run, which is a way of saying how much did the x change of our new point compared to the first point. So like when it says y2, that is the y value of my second point. Sorry, I changed my pen settings for this thing, for this guy right here, and I'm consistently losing my pen. All right, there we go. And that's why I have random dots on my screen. Because I look at the camera and then I can't see my pen. All right. Y1 means the y value of the first point. Remember, first is farther left. Second is farther right. Okay. So let's plug those values in as I look for my pen. There we go. As I have these dots all over the place. Okay. So the y value of my second point is 7. Let me even color code, because it's late at night and I want to color code. 7. I mean -7. So -7 right there is my second y point. Let's go to, we got yellow here. My yellow is going to be my y1, my lefter point. There we go. Sorry. Whenever you see me just drawing randomly, that means I lost my mouse. So minus, oh boy, that's going to be hard to see actually. There we go. Minus -9. And so now, if I subtract a negative thing, let us simplify this before we move on even. If I'm going to subtract the negative thing, that is the same as adding. Equals. So our -7 is still -7. But if I subtract -9, that's the same thing as adding 9. Because those two double negatives right here become a plus. And the reason we have 2 is because I have my one negative here from the minus. And then my second negative comes from the fact that this 9 is negative. All right, so now down here, so we will calculate -7 plus 9 in a little bit. Let's go down to the run. So let's look at the x value of my second point. Right here is a 1. And I subtract the x value of my first point, which is a 0. -0. Okay. All right. Losing the pen a little bit. Found the pen a little bit. Okay. Here we go. 1 minus 0. Okay. So now all I have to do is basic math. If I plug into my calculator -7 plus 9, that is going to give me 2. Nice. If I plug in 1 minus 0 into a calculator, that will give me 1. So our slope here ends up being 2. So what that means, if for every x value I increase, my y value will increase by 2. And you can kind of see this. What it pretty much did here is it went 1 to the right and 2 up. 1 to the right, 2 up. 1 to the right, 2 up. And that's what my slope means. 1 to the right, 2 up. 1 to the right, 2 up. So hopefully that makes sense. Please let me know if you have any more questions. And you have yourself an excellent night, Hannah. Let me see if I can find my button to turn off the video. There it is. Good night. Hello, good evening, Hannah. Sorry it's late, but 3.12. Almost done. Almost there. First, third attempt for whole square.